Hey guys, Adam here with AmericanTrucks.com. Today we're taking a closer look at installing and dyno testing the 5-star SF4 X4 tuner by SCT, available for the 2015 and newer 3.5-liter EcoBoost F-150, excluding the Raptor. Before we jump into the details of the X4, let's take a look at that dyno graph. We have our 2016 3.5 EcoBoost on the dyno. We've got 35-inch tires, 93 in the tank, bone stock otherwise. We of course established our baseline run with our stock tune, walked away with 307 horsepower, 338 pound-feet of torque at the rear wheels. We then of course uploaded our 93 performance tune from 5-star using our X4 device, ran it under the same conditions with the 35s and 93 in the tank, walked away with 367 horsepower, 405 pound-feet of torque at the rear wheel. So of course we broke 400 for torque. That's looking really good. So peak gains, we're looking at 60 horsepower and about 67 pound-feet of torque over stock. Really impressive with just a simple 93 octane tune. But if you look at the curve gains, that's really the difference you're gonna feel out on the street. Now, at about 4,600 RPM, so right at the mid-range, we're gaining 83 horsepower and 83 foot-pounds of torque at the rear wheels over the stock tune. That's a good sweet spot. Low to mid-range is what we wanna see for gains on these trucks. Big rigs, especially towing and hauling a bunch of cargo, you really want low to mid-range gains to really help your truck wake up a little bit and not feel as sluggish, especially when you add bigger wheels and tires into the mix. The results from this tune I'm definitely impressed with, and I definitely think it'll make a difference out on the road. Now, as you saw, pretty impressive gains from just a simple 93 tune from 5-star, and those guys really dive in deep to alter that stock tune to bring your F-150 to life while also keeping safety and reliability in mind. Of course, they dive into some of those aspects of the tune, altering air-fuel ratio, timing, spark advance, so many other parameters. They're altering the turbo spool time and responsiveness, which is definitely gonna wake up that truck. And given the results we just saw at the dyno graph, there's proof to back that up. Aside from the tune though, you're of course getting a couple of tunes for your truck, the 87, 91, 93, which is also gonna help with towing and hauling. You're also getting a number of other features with the X4 itself. This is gonna have Wi-Fi capability, wireless updating, which makes life a whole lot easier if you're in range of Wi-Fi. You get to take advantage of the gauges and data log features of the X4. Basically what that means is you can track live engine vitals on the fly using the gauges on the screen to look at boost, air intake temperatures, coolant temp, voltage, so on and so forth. You can look at up to 8 vitals at once. Data logging is also cool for the guys who want to take advantage of maybe tracking the engine's performance with the tune to maybe make revisions contacting 5-star. You can do that at any point using this device here. You also get a DTC code reader and able to clear the codes, which is definitely useful. Don't need any other devices to do that. You can handle it right on the X4. You get a couple of other features, and I'll walk you through that in just a little bit. Know the device comes in right around 400 bucks. That's including all the tunes from 5-star. And the install is going to get 1 out of 3 wrenches on our difficulty meter. Anybody can tackle it with about 30 minutes in the driveway at home. I'm going to show you every step of the process, starting with uploading your tune, selecting your tune, and then we'll walk through all of the features. All right guys, jumping right into it, once you have your X4 plugged in, we're going to take you through the process of actually uploading your 5-star tune. So from the main menu, select Program Vehicle, continue on Street Notice. Make sure your key is in the ignition and on, but don't start your engine. Continue. From here, select your tune. Now we're gonna focus on the 93 octane. That's all we have loaded here, but you'll have multiple to pick from, 87 and the higher octane. So select the one you want. From here, you can adjust any of the options if you want to. Now we are gonna use strictly what was sent to us from 5-star, but you can make adjustments to speed limiter, rev limiter, tire revs per mile, axle ratio, global spark. There's a number of options to mess with here. We're just gonna hit approve and make any changes that you want. From there, press continue. Next, on any notices or disclaimers, if you want to change your tire size, you can. We are going to change our tire size because we do have larger tires. So we're gonna hit yes. So you want to hit tire size in inches. Now we're running 35s, so we're gonna put 35-inch in there. Press done. 93 octane, change that tire size, perfect. Once you're finished making any changes, follow the instructions. So turn key off. Wait. From there, it'll instruct you to turn the key back on and wait. From there, it will save your stock tune to the device. So if you ever want to revert back to stock, you can do so, and then it'll go into writing your file. All right, from here it says download complete. You can hit done, takes you back to the main menu, and you're good to go. All right, guys, so I want to take you through some of the other features of the X4. So underneath program vehicle, which not only can do the preloaded, but also custom tunes, you'll be able to read gauges, and you can data log your vehicle's performance. So gauges, you get to monitor live engine vitals. Once you press continue, key on, it'll bring up configurations, and I'll take you through that. So select your vehicle that it applies to. So we're in a 16, so we want to hit Ford Gas 08 and newer. Press continue. From there, you'll be able to track things like boost, air fuel ratio, coolant temp, intake temp, voltage, so on and so forth. So just off the bat here, we have 2 gauges. Top one says boost and PSI, and bottom control module voltage. Now, obviously car's not on, so we're not actually reading any boost, but if we wanted to change that, we just select that, then item, say we want to monitor intake air temp. Select it, hit approve, and it changes that gauge. So really interesting stuff you can monitor on the fly every single day. Now, if we wanted to change the gauge layout, you can monitor up to 8 vitals at once. So we can select that from the menu, and now we have 8 different gauges, and we can change all of them to monitor whatever we want out of the list. You can also start recording data. So if you get a new custom tune from your own tuner here, you can data log. You can send that to them via email, plug this into your laptop, you'll have access to it. So that's really useful right here on the device. So if we want to hit stop data log, it goes back to the main menu. Vehicle functions under that, read and clear DTC or diagnostic trouble code. So check engine light comes on, plug this guy in, read the code, get the code and description, and then you can clear it. Special functions, most people won't touch, something like cam relearn. Most people won't have to worry about that. If we go back to exit, vehicle info will display your VIN, your ECU strategy code, and things of that nature. So whenever you're requesting a custom tune, you'll most likely need that piece of information you can access right on the device. Device info will give you software update, firmware version, how many pairs you have left, married status. You'll also get device serial number, things also needed for writing a tune, but the serial number is also located on the back of the device. Device settings, you can check for updates, and you can connect to Wi-Fi. So these kind of go hand in hand. If you want to check for updates, you're going to need to be on a Wi-Fi network, so you can connect that here. You can also control the brightness of the device itself during the day and night. It can automatically change. You can rotate this from portrait to landscape, change the theme. There's red, blue, and then dark. Blue just switches things up. Dark changes the whites to black. Under that, you have sensors, management mode, audio. It has a little beep every time you hit a button. And startup function I think is pretty interesting too. So if anyone wants to actually read the gauges on the fly every day, you might mount this to a windshield mount. It has these 2 mounts on the back here, so you can hook that on if you wanted to buy the SCT windshield mount. Now, if you were driving and you want this on all the time, you can select this to start up directly into the gauges screen. Anytime you put your key in and this is plugged in, it'll go right there. So from there, you can hit factory reset or hit exit back to the main menu, and you're done. Well guys, that's gonna wrap up my review, install, and dyno test for the 5-star X4 SF4 tuner from SCT, available for the 2015 and newer 3.5 EcoBoost F-150, excluding the Raptor. As you saw, we have pretty good results with this. Now, if you wanna pick up this device and reap all the benefits for your truck, you can do so right here at AmericanTrucks.com.